It's really an honor for us to have the President of Karnataka State Cricket Association, Mr. Raghuram Bhatt. One side is the President, but you should know that he is our fraternity also. He is a member of our association, life member of our association. So a hearty welcome to you, sir. The first program of this session is going to be felicitation of two great gentlemen, which I request Raghuram Bhatt to kindly do the honors. I request Mr. K.C. Shekhar and H.R. Gopal Krishna to kindly occupy the dais, please. Mr. Raghuram Bhatt, kindly do the honors. K.C. Shekhar.
ಹಿರಿಯರಾದ ಶ್ರೀಯುತ ಗೋಪಾಲ್ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಗೌರವವನ್ನು ಸಮರ್ಪಿಸಲಾಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಅವರ ಜೊತೆ ಶೇಖರ್ ಸರ್ ಕೂಡ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಕೆಎಸ್ಸಿ ಅಧ್ಯಕ್ಷರಾದಂಥ ರಘುರಾಮ್ ಭಟ್ ಅವರಿಂದ ಗೌರವ ಸಮರ್ಪಣೆ.
I request Raghuram Bhatt to address the gathering for me. ನನಗಿಲ್ಲ, ನಿಮಗೂ ಇಲ್ಲ. ನನಗಿಲ್ಲ ಕೆಲಸ. ಇರಿ.
ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It's a great honor for me to be here among you, as I am also one of you. ಯಾಕಂದರೆ ಐ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಎಂಪೈರ್ಡ್ ಫಾರ್ 5 years. 5 ವರ್ಷ ನಾನು ಒಂದು 5-6 ರಂಜಿ ಟ್ರೋಫಿ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೇನೆ. ಐ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಡನ್ ಫಾರ್ 5 years. Initially I thought it was interesting to do umpiring, but ultimately as a cricketer 5.5 ಗಂಟೆ ಒಂದೇ ಜಾಗದಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಂತು ಮಾಡೋದು ಭಾರಿ ಕಷ್ಟ ಆಗೋಯ್ತು. So then I thought, why not get involved into the game in a different form? So then I took into coaching line. So after entering the coaching line, I realized the value of what you people are doing on the ground. But it's very difficult job what you are doing. You are getting lot of abuses from people, from lot of cricketers. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಆಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೂ ಅಷ್ಟೇ, most of the senior umpires are here. B.T. Ramaya Shield ನಾವು ಆಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ all the senior umpires were umpiring. ಅವರಿಗೆ ನಾನು ಎಷ್ಟು ಬೈದಿದ್ದೀನೋ ನನಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ. It happens at that particular moment ನಡೀತಾನೆ ಇರ್ತದೆ. But end of the day, we tell the umpires what we did on the field of play, we are sorry. But that discipline, I think, is not there at the moment. Moreover, we, the association, the committee, will try to help much more than what is needed for all of you. We are trying to bring in some new structures for the development of umpires and their families. It is in the pipeline. What best we can do, we will do for all of you. Moreover, we just concluded and finished the Maharaja Trophy, that Sri Ram Capital KSA T20 at Mysore. In spite of so many hurdles coming in our way, we took it as a challenge. We can still do it. And the association did it with the support of the umpiring fraternity. So I thank on this platform the entire ACUK and the umpiring community. Well done job, no complaints in this time, and we look forward. Without your support, the Maharaja Trophy wouldn't have been a successful one. Because you people have come to Mysore, the umpires have come all the way from Bangalore, spent leaving their families and coming there and doing umpiring. It is something which has to be appreciated. And we, the committee, the association, will never forget what you people have done to make the Maharaja Trophy a successful one. We are always committed to do something good for all of you. Any issues are there, our doors are always open. We are there to help and help one another. All of you are working very hard, and I wish that many more umpires I would like to come in more numbers to do umpiring, and I want them to do BCCI matches. We will support all of you who come to us. Moreover, our joint secretary is also an umpire. Mr. Shavir Tarapur, he is also there to help all of you, and he is doing a lot of good job as the Joint Secretary. We appreciate his hard work. Nothing much the less. I don't want to take much of your time. All of you have come on a Sunday, and I am told that the morning, the events what have taken place went off very well, and I am very thrilled and happy about it. With these few words, I thank you once again, and we will meet again on a different platform. Thank you once again. Thank you one and all. And I wish the ACUK all the best and the best wishes from KSCA to all of you. Thank you.
KSCA ಯಾವತ್ತೂ ಕೂಡ ACUKನ ಎಲ್ಲ ಚಟುವಟಿಕೆಗಳಿಗೆ ಬೆಂಬಲ ಕೊಡ್ತಾನೆ ಬಂದಿದೆ. ಮುಂದಿನ ದಿನಗಳಲ್ಲೂ ಕೂಡ ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ ಬೆಂಬಲ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಅನ್ನೋ ಒಂದು ಭರವಸೆಯನ್ನು ನಮಗೆ ಶ್ರೀಯುತ ರಘುರಾಮ್ ಭಟ್ ಅವರು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಮತ್ತೊಮ್ಮೆ ಅವರಿಗೆ ನಿಮ್ಮೆಲ್ಲರ ಪರವಾಗಿ ತುಂಬ ಹೃದಯದ ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳನ್ನು ತಿಳಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ.
Going forward with the program, I request our President, we have got another commemorative gift to be given off to the umpires to release another commemorative by just touching the screen of this mobile. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. I think he wants to leave, so we definitely miss you, sir. The felicitation program continues. I would request the Shimoga Zonal Forum. I will read out the names. Manmohan KG, Sanjay AV, HS Sadananda, Lakshmi Kant, BS Naveen Gowda, I request the President and the Secretary to kindly honor them. Thank you.
Lakshmikant from Shumoga. Lakshmikant.
Thank you. The Gurudat, I request them to kindly come over to the dais, please. Let us make it faster. Ravi HS. Vijay Prakash. Vijay Prakash. One more or five. What happened? ಮೊದಲೇ ಅವರೇ ಕೆಲಸ call the Bangalore Zone Forum, Mr. Nityanand Pai. Do you have Nityanand Pai? Samuel Muthu Jairaj. Samuel Muthu Jairaj. Sujit Kumar. Samuel Muthu Jairaj. Samuel Muthu Jairaj. Rachur zone, Bhimacharya, Setu Madhavrao. Am I audible to you all? Bhimacharya, Setu Madhavrao, Parthsarthi, Vinod, Gentlemen, it's my honor to call our own senior umpires, Mr. B.K. Kumar. Mr. B.K. Kumar, Mr. N. Mariappa, Mohammad Rafi, Mohan Kumar, M. Vaniraju, M. Manjunath, and C. Prasad. Going forward, let me call Ramchandra MS, SM Yusuf, SK Nagaraj, M. Nagaraj, Borlinga, Muralidhara, Mr. Raghavendra Prabhu, N.S. Satish, R.S. Harish, Srinivas Murthy,
ಹಲೋ. ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ರಾಜ್ಯ ಕ್ರಿಕೆಟ್ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಯ ಫಾರ್ಮರ್ ಶ್ರೀ ವಿನಯ್ ಮೃತ್ಯುಂಜಯ್ ಅವರು ಆಗಮಿಸಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅವರಿಗೆ ನಿಮ್ಮೆಲ್ಲರ ಪರವಾಗಿ ಆತ್ಮೀಯವಾದ ತುಂಬ ಹೃದಯದ ಸ್ವಾಗತವನ್ನು ಕೋರ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇವೆ. ಸೊ ಈಗ ನಾವು ಮತ್ತೊಂದು ಸೆಷನ್ಗೆ ಮೂವ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇವೆ. ಈಗ ಒಂದು ಸೆಷನ್ ಈಗ ಆರಂಭ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಇಂಟ್ರಾಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಅಂಪೈರಿಂಗ್ ವರ್ಕ್ಶಾಪ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಡೆಮಾನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರೇಷನ್. ಈ ಒಂದು ಸೆಷನ್ನ ಜಡ್ಜಸ್ ಆಗಿ ಶ್ರೀ ಕೇಶವ್ ಕೊಳ್ಳೆ ಹಾಗೂ ಮನು ಪಾಷಾ ಅವರು ಕಾರ್ಯವನ್ನು ನಿರ್ವಹಿಸಲಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಕೇಶವ್ ಕೊಳ್ಳೆ ಹಾಗೂ ಮನು ಪಾಷಾ. ಟಾಪಿಕ್ ಎವಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಕ್ರಿಕೆಟ್. ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟರ್ ರಾಘವೇಂದ್ರ ಬಿವಿ. ಎವಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಕ್ರಿಕೆಟ್ ಈ ಒಂದು ವಿಷಯದ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಮಾತಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ವೇದಿಕೆಗೆ ಬರಬೇಕಾಗಿ ರಾಘವೇಂದ್ರ ಬಿವಿ ಅವರನ್ನು ಕೇಳ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ.
Part of our young umpiring family. So being the elder family members, let us all give them space to present. Let us give our ears to listen, so that in that way at least we can encourage these upcoming new members, and also we can make this particular section of the event a successful one. This is a sincere request from my side.
Thank you all. Very good afternoon. First of all, thanks for ACUK for providing us this opportunity. And history is one thing that usually people think it is all of just numbers and the past. But once we heard Vedam sir talking in the morning, it brings back beautiful memories. It will it will give us a hint of some events that has happened in the past. So in continuation with whatever morning Vedam sir mentioned, so I'll be talking about evolution of cricket. Myself, Raghavendra BV, I'll be taking through the journey of cricket from the past five centuries. Right? So covering this events that has happened and how the cricket has the evolution of cricket has happened in this 5 centuries is not possible within 8 minutes. So I've just put down few points which talks about how the cricket has evolved in this 5 centuries. So if you speak about the modern cricket and talk about the 425 years of cricket behind that, it can be put into 3 categories. That is, to start with, the 16th century, which is birth of the cricket, wherein it was about all origin and the start of the game cricket. And then moving ahead, it is all about the change that has happened with how it started in the 16th century. So if you leap to 19th century, it is all about formalizing the game. So as Vedam sir was talking in the morning, it was my estate rules and your estate rules. But in 19th century, it was somewhere like cricket started formalizing, and then cricket started to spread outside England. Then again, a jump into 20th century is where most of the modern rules that we see today has happened, and it is where the ICC was formed and the modern cricket was formed, and commercialization of the game happened, and adaptation by more and more countries outside the colonial countries of England. So if you see what happened with respect to the birth of cricket in 16th century, as I mentioned, I put in some key events. So Southeast England is where all started. So initially around somewhere in the late 1600s, cricket was played by some kids. So it was not played in the manner that is played today. Like they had one stick, they had one ball, and they had one stick and they had one ball, and there were few people who were catching the ball around. So that is how cricket started by the kids. And later on moving to 1611, so that is where, as per the record, So as per the record, if you see, around 1611 is where cricket started as a game by adults. So that is when adults started playing as per the record, as per the available record. And then moving to the county cricket, so from 1611 to 1709, almost 100 years. So that is when the county cricket started. So county was played between Kent and Surrey. They were the first teams which was formulated, and again, as Vedam sir was mentioning, it was teams owned by some rich people in England. So they were owning this team and they were conducting the matches, but officially it was considered as a county cricket, and it started in 1709. And jumping back to 1744, so that is when the first code was drafted. So the code of cricket was started in 1744. So it was drafted by Star and Garter Club. So although the code was drafted in 1744, MCC took under its custodian only in 1788. So from 1744, the law got revamped, and in 1788, that is 44 years after this, is when MCC took under its, as a custodian, MCC became custodian of the laws that we are studying now, the 42 laws that are there. And now, of course, we are sitting in ACUK celebration, so I need to bring this umpires up. So this is the first recorded umpiring, which was done in 1744, and the match was between Kent and Surrey. So I could not get the exact name, but when I did my digging, so I came across this one name called Thomas Waymark. So as per the records, this person is considered as the first known umpire, but I'm not sure whether he umpired this particular match or not. But a look back into this umpiring, if you see, was it called as umpire way back? The answer is no. They were called by several names, and the few names were called as notchers, nompier, and rightfully, as people spoke in the morning, they were also called as criers. I know this was very sarcastic, so they were calling us as criers also. So notchers usually translated as like they used to hold one stick, and whenever the batsmen crossed, they used to mark it in the ground, and it was called as notch. And the person who used to do this was called as notchers. And this notch is nothing but what we call as run today. So earlier it was called as notch, and now we call it as a run. I have brought in few pictures. So obviously these are like dramatic pictures that is there. So this is a digital image of how cricket was played in 1743, and you can see it was played in the artillery ground. And then morning sir was also mentioning that we have my colleagues who are umpiring here, and how women cricket is increasingly being adapted. But if you see here, in 1779 itself, cricket was played by women. And as Vedam sir was mentioning, again, it was rich people's game. So all the countess and their rich friends were playing along with men in 1779. Then there is this one interesting person, Charles Lennox. So he is the second Duke of Richmond, and he was the person who formed the early team in 1725. And again, like as Vedam sir mentioned, rich person. So along with him there were another 3 other people who formed their own teams, and the first Kent versus Survey match which I mentioned were played under them. So just a fun fact. So we think that IPL was where the money started, but you can see here gambling was started by these gentlemen. So way back in 1725, these people were having scouts. So we have scouts now. So RCB has scouts. They'll send everyone to find right players. These people did that in 1725. So they had employed scouts. Then in 1725, their job was to run around the village and search for people who used to play better. And then they were brought into and made as a team. Now jumping to the 19th century, the second phase of the cricket. So you can see here, the cricket started moving beyond England in 1800, and this is one surprising fact. Of course, cricket started moving into colonials like India, West Indies and Australia, but before that cricket went to North America. So these English people took cricket to North America, and cricket started outside England, even not in North England. From Southeast England, it went to North America. And there were many teams that were there in North America, and eventually the cricket declined as a major sport in North America. And 1803 in Australia. So the first match was played in Sydney, and the year was 1803. And coming back to cricket in India, so cricket in India started somewhere around 1771 in Kolkata. So Britishers in Kolkata, they started playing cricket. So that is how cricket got introduced in India. But in 1848 is where the first club was formed. So it was called as the Oriental Cricket Club, and as Vedam sir mentioned, it was of all the Parsis. So all the Parsis formed this club called the Oriental Cricket Club. And then 1877 is when this Oriental Cricket Club played the match. So it was not an official match as such, but it was played for some kind of an event. And that match was captained by Mr. Ramanath Raghunath. So technically he is the first captain of Indian team, and it happened in 1877. And then most of us know that the first test match happened in 1877. So it was against England versus Australia in Melbourne. So a few other events, since this is the first test match. Yes, sir, please.
It was not the first official test match. It was called Lord Tennyson 11 versus England versus Australia. It was granted test much afterwards. So now it is called the first official test match because we have gone back. It was first called Lord Tennyson 11 versus Australia. And putting yours are wrong. Between England and Australia, Australia was England.
It was combined Australia. Thank you, sir, for that. So in 1877, as sir was mentioning, so it was officially like called as Combined Australia. So this Combined Australia team had invited the English people and they were called as Lillywhite 11. And later on it became like Australia versus England in 1892. So coming back to this 1877 test match, which is like recorded. So we have some recorded details with respect to this test match. So Charles Bannerman was the first person to hit a century. So in this particular test match, Australia played their first innings and he scored 165 runs. As I mentioned, this is the first recorded. So whatever events happened in this match will be the first for test cricket. Likewise, Charles Bannerman became the first man to score a century, and in the very same match, Billy Midwinter of Australia took 5 wickets against England in their batting innings. So the scores was roughly like Australia was 245. Yeah. So 245, Australia was 245 and England was 196, and Australia in their second innings was 104 and England was 108, and Australia won the match by 45 runs, and this match was played from March 15th to March 19th. A few more numbers, like as sir mentioned, Alfred Shah took 5 wickets for England and he topped the chart with 8 wickets along with Tom Kendall of Australia, and Alfred Shah was England bowler. And then talking about the umpires, Curtis Reed and Richard Terry were the first officials who officiated this particular match. And I mentioned about Charles Bannerman. So Charles Bannerman, he later on, after playing 12 matches, became an umpire, and then this particular gentleman, Charles Bannerman and Bob Toms, these two names became a very household names, and they were very much respected umpire at that particular times. So if you see, this is the Philadelphia Cricket Club, which is the United States North American cricket, which toured England in 1884. But along with, before this cricket club, there were few colleges who formed their own teams, and there is this one This was the Oriental Cricket Club, and you can see Charles Bannerman and Nat Thompson in that particular picture. And then fast forward to the modern cricket. So 1909 is when the ICC was officially formed, and if you see the first ODI match, it happened in 1971, and Tom Brooks and Lou Roman were the first officials of this particular match in 1971. And then the later facts is very much known facts that in 1975 first Cricket World Cup happened, and 1977 an alternate to this particular series was started, and that particular team, organization introduced this colored uniform day-night match and white ball events, and of course in 1983 we won the World Cup, and then a few photos of the same. So 1975 you can see Clive Lord holding the World Cup, and then followed by our own Kapil Dev holding the World Cup, and then there is also a picture of how the cricket bats also evolved during these particular times. Yep. Yep. So thank you for your patience. Thank you.
ಸೊ ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ರಾಘವೇಂದ್ರ ಬಿ ವಿ. ಎವಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಕ್ರಿಕೆಟ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಅವರು ಮಾತಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ದಯವಿಟ್ಟು ಆಡಿಯನ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ವಿನಂತಿ, ಪ್ಲೀಸ್ ಸರ್, ಆಡಿಯನ್ಸ್ ಸರ್, ಒನ್ ರಿಕ್ವೆಸ್ಟ್, ಅವ್ರು ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿರ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ದಯವಿಟ್ಟು ಮಧ್ಯೆ ಯಾರು ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ ಕೇಳಬೇಡಿ. ಏನಾದರೂ ಡೌಟ್ಸ್ ಇದ್ದರೆ ಆನಂತರ ಅವ್ರ ಜೊತೆ ಇಂಟ್ರ್ಯಾಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕೆ ಅವಕಾಶ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಅವ್ರು ಡೆಮಾನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರೇಟ್ ಮಾಡೋ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಟೈಮ್ ಅಲಾಟ್ ಮಾಡಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಪ್ಲೀಸ್ ಡೋಂಟ್ ಇಂಟ್ರಪ್ಟ್ ಬಿಟ್ವೀನ್ ದಿ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟೇಷನ್. ದಟ್ಸ್ ಮೈ ಕೈಂಡ್ ರಿಕ್ವೆಸ್ಟ್. ರಾಘವೇಂದ್ರ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು. ಈಗ ಒಂದು ಚಿಕ್ಕ ಬದಲಾವಣೆ ಇದೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮದ ಶೆಡ್ಯೂಲ್ನಲ್ಲಿ. ನಮ್ಮ ACKನ ಹಿರಿಯ ಸದಸ್ಯರು ಮತ್ತು ICC ಪ್ಯಾನಲ್ ಅಂಪೈರ್ ಕೂಡ ಆಗಿರುವಂಥ ಶ್ರೀಯುತ ಶಾವೀರ್ ತಾರಪ್ಪುರ್ ಅವರು ಆಗಮಿಸಿ ಆಗಮಿಸಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅವರು ದಯವಿಟ್ಟು ವೇದಿಕೆಗೆ ಬರಬೇಕು. ನಮ್ಮ ACK ಈ ಒಂದು ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮದ ಪರವಾಗಿ ಗೌರವವನ್ನು ಸ್ವೀಕರಿಸಬೇಕಾಗಿ ನಾವು ಕೇಳ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. ವಿನಯ್ ಮೃತ್ಯುಂಜಯ್ ಅವರು ಬಂದು ವೇದಿಕೆಗೆ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಗೌರವವನ್ನು ನೀಡಬೇಕಾಗಿ ಕೇಳ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇವೆ. ಶಾವೀರ್ ತಾರಫು ನಮ್ಮ ಹೆಮ್ಮೆಯ ಸದಸ್ಯರು ಕೂಡ ಅವರು ಅನೇಕ ಪ್ರಮುಖ kindly request Shri Vinay Murthyunjay to release Memento. Mobile 1 minute, sir. Memento release Vinay Murthyunjay, sir. Yes. Click ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಆಯ್ತು ಸರ್.
ಸರಿ ಇದೆನಪ್ಪ ಬಾ ಅವನೇನು ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು. ಈಗ ಮತ್ತೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಈ ಸೆಷನ್ ಮುಂದುವರಿಯುತ್ತೆ. ಮುಂದಿನ ಸರದಿ ಶ್ರೀಯುತ ವಿವೇಕ್, ಇಂಪ್ರೂವಿಂಗ್ ದ DRS ಇನ್ ಕ್ರಿಕೆಟ್. ಇತ್ತೀಚಿನ ದಿನಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಚರ್ಚೆಯಲ್ಲಿರುವಂಥ ಒಂದು ವಿಷಯ, ತುಂಬ ರೆಲೆವೆಂಟ್ ಆದಂಥ ಒಂದು ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್, ಇಂಪ್ರೂವಿಂಗ್ ದಿ DRS ಇನ್ ಕ್ರಿಕೆಟ್. ಈ ವಿಷಯದ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಈಗ ತಮ್ಮ ವಿಷಯವನ್ನು ಮಂಡಿಸಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಬರ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಶ್ರೀಯುತ ವಿವೇಕ್. ಪ್ಲೀಸ್ ಕಮ್ ವಿವೇಕ್.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I am Vivek. Today my topic for this presentation is improving the DRS in cricket. So scope of the presentation would be as flashed on the screen. I'll be covering a brief introduction to DRS and why there is a avoiding any controversy, and it will reduce frustration amongst various players. Now, in my view, currently the major limitation is the umpire's call. It's very, very controversial topic, I know. And also there is a need, in my view, to change the limits which are available, especially in the knockout matches. You imagine a situation wherein World Cup final match is happening and one team has lost because of, obviously unintentional error of umpire, and the batsman was very sure or the bowler was very sure, and the review was not available. So imagine that situation. Stakes are so high, World Cup final match, or a Test Championship final match. And there's also one minor issue, I would say, with the DRS. Currently, its usage and the various technologies used in DRS is not consistent. You will find in India also various boards are using different vendors. It's not accurate. And even in ICC matches, you will see some different technology being used in DRS in Australia, for example, or in India it is different, or in other countries it is different. Now, my first recommendation would be to revamp the umpire's call. So what do I mean by make the rule binary? I mean that, either you use the technology in totality or you don't use it. What I mean to say, in case of umpire call, we can't be taking, two decisions. Sometimes umpire calls will result in giving out. Sometimes umpire calls will result in, declaring better known out. And also, for example, in LBW, in our laws, it never mentions, if 50% of the ball area has clipped the bail, then only it will be out. So it is as simple. If in umpire's view, it is all three conditions are being met, then it is out. So why, in my view, there should not be this discrimination with respect to umpire's call. So if we decide that umpire call will always be out, when suppose it is clipping the wicket, then it should always be out. It should not be the opposite. Suppose, let's say, umpire has taken a decision that it is not out, but the technology is showing that it is clipping the wicket, then either we decide in all the cases we will take umpire's call as a not out only in this particular example, or we will take it as a out. So there has to be, crystal clear thing on that. And the margins which we are taking, 50% of that ball area, center of the ball and all, that is actually huge. So we are not, we are ignoring the technology, we are not using it fully. So it is not something, the probability is 50%, it is just that 50% of the time what technology is telling us that we are ignoring. We are saying, no, we will use technology only when this particular condition is met. And the second recommendation is to increase the number of reviews, especially in the very, very important matches, like I already mentioned, World Cup final, semi-final, knockout matches. So it gives, an additional opportunity, and it can help, because one decision, unintentional error on umpire's part can change the history, right? So that is why it is very essential. And I have also mentioned the other recommendation. Let's take a situation where a test match is going on and one wicket is left. Only one wicket is left, and it is a fourth inning. And batting team does not have any review. So currently in umpire's review, umpire cannot take review for LBW, and when it is very clearly visible that, keeper has caught it or a slip fielder has caught it, but umpire is not sure that whether it has nicked the bat or not. So in such cases, umpire cannot take review on his own. So my recommendation would be to allow umpire to take a review as an umpire review in some conditions. That conditions we can discuss. What I thought, like suppose in a test match, if 30 runs are there to win, and if batting team does not have any review left, then umpire can go ahead and take a review even for LBW also, and even for clear, when he is not sure whether batter has nicked it or not. Or similarly for the fielding side, if it is a fourth inning, let's say, and there are no reviews left, for example, with the bowling team, and then they have, they are very sure it is LBW or it is very, very, 100% nick and all. So in that way also umpire can go ahead and take in this additional review. So that would help. Similarly for ODI and T20 also, we can come up with some condition, maybe margins and all we can reduce. And the third recommendation is, to increase the transparency. Like for some of the NBA and NFL matches, you would see wherein the match referee would explain each and every rationale behind the decision. So that would help in, communicating very well to the common people as well as to the players. So now sometimes even commentators are doing commentary, but most of us know commentators are also not very, very much updated with respect to the umpiring laws. And then, of course, we can, popularize it more. We can release the statistics so that it helps in, sharing success stories of DRS with the common people. And the fourth recommendation would be to, expand its use in domestic matches. Like as a junior umpire, I would say if I happen to make it in BCCI and all, then only I'll be able to, get some exposure of this. Otherwise, I'll never ever get exposure of this. So we need to give some exposure or, some training to budding umpires also, or all the umpires basically. We need to give some training to the umpire. And also the uniformity is missing at current, because some board is using some vendor, some other board is using some other vendor. So that has also to be at least made similar, at least in India. And the next point is, recommendation is to standardize technology and protocols. So as of now, we already know that all the international and domestic...
One more minute.
International and, domestic matches, some boards are using, hotspot, some are using sneakometer, some are using other edge detection technology. Similarly, ball tracking vendors are also different. So we can have same technology maybe, which is, or maybe, I'm not saying it to be, monopolized. 2 or 3 vendors may be there who are well-known, well-reputed. Like recently, we all have seen in Maharaja League also, there were, I would say, some big goof-ups, in my view, which happened because of DRS. And then, of course, all the cricket boards are not so rich. There are many, many boards worldwide who cannot afford this technology. So we should also make some efforts to reduce that gap. And the other factor is not with the technology, basically with the protocols, that in what manner it is used. Technology may be same, but it differs. Like I was speaking with one of the BCCI umpires yesterday, thanks, I would like to name him, but I can't because of some reasons. So he mentioned to me, because I don't have practical experience, he mentioned to me that even technology is same, the protocols are different. The manner in which it is used, or the manner in which decision is used, is different. So it should be same. Now I'll leave up to the audience to conclude. So in my view, DRS has definitely improved cricket, no doubt. And but it's still not perfect, right? And it's always scope of improvisation, and it would definitely enhance fairness and clarity. And as we say, change is the only constant. So we can't be just sitting and saying it's fine. We should not make any other changes. So I think as we progress, we should make relevant changes. Thank you.
Thank you, Vivek. Next topic, umpire's presentation. Presenter, ಸುಮೇಧ್ ಎಸ್ ರಾವ್. ದಯವಿಟ್ಟು ಪ್ರೇಕ್ಷಕರಲ್ಲಿ ವಿನಂತಿ, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹಿಂಭಾಗದಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಗಲಾಟೆ ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡೋರಿಗೆ ಡಿಸ್ಟರ್ಬ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, ದಯವಿಟ್ಟು ಕೋಆಪರೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಪ್ಲೀಸ್.
Good afternoon to everybody. This is Sumit. I would like to present or name this slide as unsung heroes of the cricket. So let's start with origin of the umpiring, how it's known as or how is it started. So umpiring is a French word which is known as umpire. Umpiring is a word from a French word called umpire, meaning which means neutral persons. In 16th and 17th centuries, England trusted or believed that neutral people would settle the disputes. So it was known as umpire. The first official laws was introduced in 1744, where the recognized umpires were standard, like two sides, standing each other. How is it happening now? So the meaning of the umpire is something like umpiring is officiating a matches which ensures the job is fair play, discipline, a match conducted as per the laws of cricket, comparable to the referees in other sports. So the majority of us will go through this, how we deal with the pressure of the matches when we do anything. Umpires faces pressures from the players, crowds, medias, and match situations. So main challenges is giving a quick decisions, distraction and neutrality should be maintained. Handling methods of we overcome by handling these methods by mental training, focus on process and teamwork and experiences. So nowadays we have a lot of technology involved, as mentioned before, DRS, Hawkeye, which reduces and improves the accuracy. But what I believe is calmness plus confidence equals successful umpiring in the under pressure. So then the evolution of umpires would be something like 18th and 19th century. It was structured role in domestic and international cricket. In 1986, neutral umpires were introduced in the test for fairness. In 2000s, you can consider technology support like TV, third umpire, TV replays. Modern eras, ball tracking, ultra edges, and DRS was also implemented. So why do I call them unsung heroes? Is they're invisible, indispensable. Every ball judged game proceed without them. Silent guardians of fair play, enforces roles and discipline and fairness. Pressure without glory, we do not get recognized so much as the players. So calm and biased and under immense pressure, only noticed when we are wrong. So they are the backbone of the game. Decision affects the career of the players and the tournaments, uphold trust and integrity. So how umpire maintain focus for 6+ hours? Everybody knows that we stand 6+ hours on minimum. So physical challenges are standing for long hours in all extreme weathers. No protective gears like unlike players. Fatigue with multi-day matches. So mental challenges is concentrating on every ball that 600+ balls every day which is bowled. Instant high pressure decisions. Blocking crowd noise and playing pressure. Staying calm after close and mistaken calls as well. So how do we cope up? We go through physical fitness, stamina training, or some breathing techniques to improve our concentration and focus techniques. So teamwork with fellow umpires and third umpires. So in case we go wrong with the decisions, we consult them and correct it going forward. So then the major topic is something like human element versus technology in umpiring. So the human element is instinct and judgmentals. Experience, we give out decisions and intuition in tough calls. Maintains traditional spirit of game. Flexible in gray areas like player behavior or spirit of cricket. Risk of human under pressure is more. When coming to technology in umpiring, accuracy and consistency is more there. Reduces controversies in big matches, builds trust and fairness. Can slow the game but not always perfect. We cannot tell the technology is always perfect in giving decisions. But finally, I would tell that technology should be supported, not replace umpires. The best approach is human wisdom and tech precisions. So the roles of the umpires in T20 and Test varies. So Testman demands patience and consistency and long concentrations. T20 demands speed, sharp eyesight and instant decisions, and it goes fast. And technology supports both formats, but I can tell T20 as a sprint and test match as a marathon to give it. So the last, to every umpire out here, wear the white and black with pride, stand tall and stand fair and stand strong. You might not always hear the applause, but every time we make the right call, we make cricket better, and that is the greatest reward for all. So I would like to thank all umpires out here, and thank you very much.
ಈ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಮಾತನಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ವಿಷ್ಣು ಚೈತನ್ಯ.
Very good afternoon. I hope you can hear me. So over the next 10 minutes, I just need your attention. Okay, so before I present, so once again, congratulations to everyone for making this day, because not many institutions will survive for 50 years. Surviving for 50 years is a different thing. Thriving, we are thriving today. ACUK is thriving and innovating day by day. So when I looked at the longevity of 50 years, the first thing which came into my mind is the evolution. That's the reason why I picked up evolution as a theme. And the second thing, evolution can be anything. We can talk about evolution of ACUK. We can talk about evolution of umpiring. But for the next 10 minutes, I picked up one topic. I'm not going to explain the evolution of the entire law, but one very important moment. How it changed the life of an umpire, how it changed the life of cricket itself. So that's something which I'm going to discuss over the next 10 minutes. So what I request is, over the next 2 slides, just keep an eye on the umpires, how they are standing, what they are focusing at. So that will make my life easy over the next 2 slides. So first thing, so these are the images of matches which happened around 1930s and 1940s. If you just observe the umpire, they are focusing on the back foot, which is very contrary to what we focus as an umpire. Look at their posture. They are crouching. They are crouching because they have to focus a lot on the back foot. And I will move to the next slide. Once again, these are the images of 1950s and 1960s. Once again, in these 2 years as well, you will see umpire predominantly focusing on the back foot. What could be the reason for the umpire focusing a lot on the back foot? That's when we realize that actually, right now, if I give an example, consider I as an umpire, this has the popping crease. We stand straight, and then our line of eyesight is predominantly at the popping crease, so that we can see whether a bowler is bowling a no ball, and then we try to focus on the next decision steps. Whereas prior to 1962, that's how I learned. In this process, I learned that prior to 1962, the umpires used to judge the no ball based on the bowling crease. So for an umpire right now, these days, the reference point is popping crease. Whereas back in 1962, the reference point is the bowling crease. Bowling crease is nothing but where all the 3 stumps are placed. In fact, I got to know that they call this bowling crease because bowlers are expected to land their foot behind the bowling crease. Then only the no ball is considered. So in fact, this is the no ball rule prior to 1962. The bowler's back foot has to land behind the bowling crease. The front foot is not at all considered for a no ball purpose. So customer had only one thing, the umpire had only one thing to do. He has to focus first on the back foot and straight away move to the next decision steps. So the umpire used to have relatively better time compared to the current scenario, because in the current scenario, for us, the popping crease and the front foot and then the straight away decision making, the time is very, very small compared to the earlier scenario. And in fact, in 1962, why actually umpires thought of changing this law? The major reason is dragging. Dragging is a phenomena where tall bowlers are taking advantage of the old law. They are able to successfully place their back foot behind the bowling crease. But when they comes to the front foot, they are able to go above the popping crease, and thereby they are able to gain advantage and essentially bowling much faster to the batsman. And because of this dragging scenario, the entire, I would say, England umpires are against this law. However, Donald Bradman, Richie Bernard, at that point of time, fought a lot with the MCC to not make any changes to this law. And they predicted a few things. If we make changes to this law, what they predicted a few things, and in fact they came to be true. I'll just run through how this law impacted. So this is the number of no balls per test match. In 1950s, in a 5-day test match, per match, average 5 no balls used to happen in the old law of back foot. In 1960s, the law change happened in 1962. So bowlers took time to adapt to the front foot landing, and so the number of no balls increased from 5 to 11. But at the same time, the umpires had very tough time. With the new change, umpires struggle to adapt to the front foot no ball and then do the decision making process. And that is very evident in the next coming years. Every decade, consistently, 25 no balls per test match. And this actually impacted, I would say, you might be well aware how at one point of time, David Shepherd did not call no balls in an England versus Pakistan match, and many instances happened. And during these 4 decades, we as umpires, with the new law change, struggled to focus on the front foot and the decision making process, resulting in, I would say, a loss of confidence, and eventually this entire front foot no ball moved to the television umpire. Now, when the no balls increases, what eventually happen is, the time taken by the bowler to complete the over will increase. So this eventually led to slow over rates. So one of the major impact of this law change is slow over rate, which Donald Bradman predicted way back in 1960s. The other thing for us is obviously the less time to focus for the next steps. And all these things put together, eventually, at least in international stage, the front foot no ball is moved to the television umpire. However, you need to remember that very less number of matches undergo broadcasting. Majority of the Karnataka matches or any matches still don't go broadcasting, and with the front foot no ball, there are high chances because of the dragging, we as an umpire might make mistake. And for us an umpire, the back foot no ball is any day much better. That's not what I'm saying, that's what people are saying. So in fact, a decade back, Ian Chappell wrote a long article why we should bring back the back foot no ball. And for his major reason is it will improve the over rates. And then there was one more instance where Mitchell Starc got injured, and obviously the physicians or the scientists said that the front foot no ball is creating a lot of stress on the landing leg. If you go with the back foot no ball, the stress is going to be very less, and that will avoid injuries. And then there is one more cricketer which says that, probably I'll just give you an example. in the current scenario, we stand probably 2 to 3 feet where our line of eyesight is on the top of the bail off, so that our popping crease as well as the stems are at the same level. In case of a back foot no ball, umpire stands further back. And so the safety aspect is also much improved. And that's the
One more minute.
And that's the reason why people are advocating for change in law. Now, that's the reason, in fact, I am opening this topic while the discussion continues at the international level. The reason I am picked up this topic for this forum is, you all know how things work as an umpire. Should we even talk about this? Should we create awareness about this and try it or pilot in some of our tournaments? Because that's what the majority of the international cricketers feel, especially who are aware of the law. So that's it from my side. In fact, we are open to any feedback from you on the back foot no ball law.
So just to quickly introduce myself, I'm Sharath Rajan. I cleared the KSCA umpiring exams in the Bangalore zone late 2024. So I just felt I just wanted to thank ACUK for this opportunity to share my experiences through this presentation titled A New Umpire's Day Out. And kind of want to dedicate it to all the 50 plus umpires who just made it recently. So, sorry. Yeah, I just want to dedicate it to the 50 plus umpires who made it recently, and also give a hand to all of the umpires who just presented before me, all from the 2024 batch, if that's possible later. So this is basically to give you a light-hearted view on what we go through as we head into umpiring day, the pre-match routines, during the day, some of the learnings, sharing some of the learnings, and also post-match routines. So as I said, some of the pre-match routines, some of the learnings that I've encountered as part of my matches done so far, and some of the post-match routines. So this is the call that makes our day, sir. And pretty much all of our umpires, when this comes up, we are basically thrilled. And it adds a lot of value, sir. So I just wanted to add this in this slide here. Call 1 2, obviously. Call 1 2 first ade aitu, sir. I'll call back and you know what happened. So let's not go into that. Yeah. So obviously, I don't want to take too much of Mulisa's call at that point, get all the essential details, and then of course go to Yellappai ground anta nododu. And then luckily we do have Google. We obviously have a lot of grounds within the city, but there are a lot of grounds coming up on the outskirts also. So navigation apps are there. They do our trick for us. So this is again how to get there. What's happening? And then obviously heading into match day, we cannot afford to miss this mail. So make sure we give the accept or decline. And obviously the first year, I'm not going to decline anything, sir. It will definitely be accepted, and we go to the matches. But yeah, we open our laptops and get the accept notification across. Next slide. Yeah, so pre-match day rituals. Again, this is the first year, so there's a lot more focus, and probably as we get on with our matches, the focus may not be on what we do in the pre-match, etc., but it'll still be there. I know everybody has their routines. We go with the kit. Obviously packing everything, making sure everything is washed, all the clothes are washed. Can't forget the hat, definitely can't forget the hat. There is a time when I've actually gone back 10 minutes back home and then managed to make it back on time, so can't do that. Snacks, water bottle, electrolytes, we have to go with everything. And as my trainer had mentioned, majge is gold, so I definitely pack the buttermilk as well. Getting in touch with partner officials, again, all these are part of the duties document that was given to us by KSCA on induction day. So again, message them, because everybody will have their own, obviously they're busy, so you don't want to call them immediately. Yeah, message them and hope for a response back, and then touch base with them the next day anyway. Duties of umpires, read through. Again, as I said, if there's time for that, always every match, try and make sure we haven't missed anything. Is there still time to review laws? There's never a time when I don't want to go to the law book, so there's always time to review some key laws. I have a specific set of laws that I want to just go through and almost chant to myself, so do that. But as far as laws are concerned, obviously it's an ongoing process, and we do that every month if possible. Try and get enough sleep. So this is something I'm not able to do so far because always an early start to the day. I'm a late sleeper in general, so getting enough sleep is a challenge, but trying to make sure we retire early for the day, so you have a good, bright and early start for the next day. The next day is the D-Day. As I said, early start of the day, grounds located anywhere between 5 to 40 plus kilometers. So I definitely had to invest in a proper bike. That's my Yamaha Sathi. And then obviously when you get to the ground, meet the groundsman, find out anything that you don't know already, especially if you've not done a match there, you're unfamiliar with the ground. Meet the groundsman, find out if there's anything you need to be aware of. Touch base with the partner umpire and scorer. It's the first year, so I'm not familiar with the faces yet. So sometimes it's possible that you're just sitting on the other bench and your partner umpire is on the other bench and you haven't really initiated that conversation. So these are all things that I'm sure the first year guys will relate with, but at least it's happened to me. So always make sure you reach out, don't shy away. Obviously reach out, call them, because you need to touch base with your partner officials. Pre-match routines, again, this is standard process. We get to the ground and discuss all the possible options there. So right from crease markings, pitch, checking the pitch for fitness of play, and everything. So you have trees at the boundary. I'm not going into the details here, but just wanted to basically take you through the processes that we go through. So obviously invariably the partner umpire is the more experienced umpire, so we are there to clearly observe and pick up whatever you can. So this is just again a personal touch, so we can move to the next. So this was at the KSCA. Luckily we got the match at the Chinnaswamy Stadium. So with Mr. Manu AV, if you're here, I think I saw you earlier, and Ulas and Pradeep, the scorer. Yeah, this was the under-12 tournament. Go to the next one. Yeah, so during the match begins. Some of the key aspects, I just wanted to quickly put it out there. Working closely with the partner umpire. Obviously, that kind of decides how we go about the day. It kind of can make a huge influence on how you feel, how you've done in the match. For me, this has been a personal challenge, remembering to hydrate, eating on time, because between, you don't want to slow the match, obviously. You're there to facilitate the game. So just to make sure you hydrate, eat on time, physical wellness is important. Staying calm and composed through the match. I personally felt taking some deep breaths at the bowler's end helps with that, and also trying to be involved in the game, just talking to the players, talking to the bowler, obviously not only when he talks back or asks you something, but generally being involved, maintaining a pleasant disposition out there kind of helps not take the pressure of being at the bowler's end so much on yourself. So that I felt helps. Vivek. Vivek, sorry. Yeah, again, staying in the present and moving quickly on to the next ball. So, obviously, all your focus needs to be on that particular delivery and whatever comes with the delivery in terms of what you need to signal, what decisions you need to make. But then again, you cannot delve into, as humans, we generally tend to delve into the negatives of what's happened. Suppose you receive a bad reaction from the players for something that you've done. Not that it's happened yet, but if that happens, then you want to quickly, of course, move on to the next ball. Not harp on it for long. Agreeing with scorer at intervals and match conclusion. Again, this is an essential part of the
1 more minute.
days. Yeah. Next. Yeah, so some of the quick learnings and improvements that I personally felt, I just wanted to quickly go through them. Processes to be followed as the bowlers and umpire before play begins. You don't want to, so not just the bowlers and umpire, as you head into the field, one of the tests that was given to me was halfway down, I had a partner umpire like, match ball yelli anta. So again, make sure you take the match ball, don't forget your hat, get all those in when you go, a pair of scissors, ensure that's in your pocket. You don't want to slow the match down. Once you're at the bowler's end, ensuring that the focus is completely on making sure that the wickets are made, and then making sure that the partner umpire is ready, the scorer is ready. So just these basic processes. Sometimes we are rushed as we head before calling play. You're concerned about the start time, so you just want to get that done. Making notes, again, the reason I mentioned this is at the bowler's end, you really don't want to be making notes. This is the first year I like to have things under control, so notes are an essential part for me to make sure that there's some sense of control, right? And obviously, how much notes do you take? How much is too much and when? So obviously figured that strikers and umpire is where you make most of the notes and when things are done. Others, quickly watching out for short runs, keeping eye on the fielders, remembering to signal leg buys. When multiple events take place of the same delivery, this is just to ensure it's not distracted, because there could be many events, so you want to remember to signal buys or leg buys at the end of it all. Detecting under edges of the bat when striker playing a sweep shot. This is, I felt, a very challenging one. So right in front of when it looks plump, you want to really give it, you feel like giving it out, but you want to take a moment, just see how the ball has flown off the bat, etc. Yeah. Umpires together proactively calling for covers to be brought in, suspecting imminent rain. So I feel this is again crucial to whether the play actually continues for the rest of the match. If you miss this, we may not have play for the rest of the day. So we had that one scenario where I'm glad my partner, senior umpire, was proactive in calling that along with the other umpire. Recalling the events in the over, this is more of a long-term process improvement, and especially when you're standing at the striker's end, it's more of a backup to your ball counter. Post-match routines, again, doesn't just a comic take on it, does not spare umpires too. This is just occasional headache and contrast bath for the feet, just a few routines that I have post-match, and of course resting my feet at an elevated way all helps me. And the next day, getting the kit sorted, review learnings. Obviously, you have to make a note of what's gone through, a retrospective of sorts. Making notes for the next ACUK monthly meeting, because we're all attending that, of course. And finally, again, call Banta, sir. So, yeah. Thank you.
Thank you, Sharath. ಸರ್ ಕೊಳ್ಳೆ ಸರ್ ಇನ್ನು ಕೆಲವೇ ನಿಮಿಷಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ಒಂದು ಸೆಷನ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿರುವಂಥ ನಮ್ಮ ಎಲ್ಲ ಯುವ ಅಂಪೈರ್ಗಳೇನಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾರು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅನ್ನೋ ತೀರ್ಪನ್ನು ನಮ್ಮ ತೀರ್ಪುಗಾರರು ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ. ನಿಜಕ್ಕೂ ಕೂಡ ಈ ಒಂದು ಸೆಷನ್ನ ಮಾಡಿರುವಂಥ ಉದ್ದೇಶ ನಿಮಗೆಲ್ಲ ಸ್ಪಷ್ಟ ಆಗಿರಬೇಕು. ಇವರೆಲ್ಲ ಯಂಗ್ಸ್ಟರ್ಸ್, ಅಪ್ಕಮಿಂಗ್ ಅಂಪೈರ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ಅಂಪೈರ್ಸ್ ಇವತ್ತಿನ ಕಾಲಕ್ಕೆ ದೇ ರಿಕ್ವೈರ್ಡ್ ಟು ಬಿ ಎ ಗುಡ್ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟರ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ. ಮ್ಯಾಚಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ನಡೀತಿದೆ ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನು ಆಟಗಾರರಿಗೆ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೈನ್ ಮಾಡೋವಂಥ ಸಾಮರ್ಥ್ಯ ಕೂಡ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಇರಬೇಕಾಗತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಅದನ್ನು ನಮ್ಮ ಎಲ್ಲ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದವರು ಇವತ್ತು ತುಂಬ ಕಾನ್ಫಿಡೆಂಟಾಗಿ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಎಲ್ರಿಗೂ ಕೂಡ ಜೋರಾದ ಚಪ್ಪಾಳೆ. Please put our hands together to applaud for their efforts. Thank you. Whatever may be the result, ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಕೂಡ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕಾಗಿ ನಾವು ಅವರಿಗೆ ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳನ್ನು ತಿಳಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇವೆ. ಸೊ ಆನರಿಂಗ್ ದಿ ಗಾರ್ಡಿಯನ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಫೇರ್ ಪ್ಲೇ. ಇದು ನಮ್ಮ ಇವತ್ತಿನ ಒಟ್ಟಾರೆ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮದ ಈ ಒಂದು ಸುವರ್ಣ ಮಹೋತ್ಸವ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮದ ಥೀಮ್ ಏನು ಅಂದರೆ, ಕ್ರೀಡಾ ಸ್ಫೂರ್ತಿಯ ಪತಾಕೆಯನ್ನು ಎತ್ತಿ ಹಿಡಿದ ಕ್ರೀಡಾ ಪೋಷಕರನ್ನು ಗೌರವಿಸುವಂಥ ಕ್ಷಣ. ಸೊ ನಾವು ಅಂಪೈರ್ಸ್ ಏನಿದ್ದೇವೆ, ನಾವು ನಿಜಕ್ಕೂ ಕೂಡ ಕ್ರೀಡಾ ಸ್ಫೂರ್ತಿಯ ಪತಾಕೆಯನ್ನು ಎತ್ತಿ ಹಿಡಿಯುವಂಥ ಕ್ರೀಡಾ ಪೋಷಕರು ಅಂತ ಖಂಡಿತವಾಗಿ ನಾವು ಹೆಮ್ಮೆಯಿಂದ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಬೋದು. ಆದ್ದರಿಂದ ಈ 50 ವರ್ಷಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಈ ಕ್ರೀಡಾ ಸ್ಫೂರ್ತಿಯನ್ನು, ಈ ಕ್ರಿಕೆಟ್ನ ಸ್ಪಿರಿಟ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಗೇಮನ್ನು ಖಂಡಿತ ಎತ್ತಿ ಹಿಡಿದಿದ್ದೀವಿ ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನು ತುಂಬ ಕಾನ್ಫಿಡೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಿ, ತುಂಬ ಆತ್ಮವಿಶ್ವಾಸದಿಂದ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋ ಸಲುವಾಗಿ ಈ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮವನ್ನು ನಾವು ಆಯೋಜನೆ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಬೋದು. ನಾನು ಈಗಾಗಲೇ ಹೇಳಿದ ಹಾಗೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಈ ಒಂದು ಸಂಸ್ಥೆ 1974ರಲ್ಲಿ ಜನ್ಮ ತಾಳ್ತು. ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ತಂಡ ಪ್ರಪ್ರಥಮವಾಗಿ ರಾಜಸ್ಥಾನದ ವಿರುದ್ಧ ರಣಜಿ ಟ್ರೋಫಿ ಫೈನಲ್ ಪಂದ್ಯ ಗೆದ್ದಾಗ ನಮ್ಮ ಹಿರಿಯ ಅಂಪೈರ್ಸ್ಗಳಾದಂಥ ಶ್ರೀ ಜಿ ಸುಬ್ರಹ್ಮಣ್ಯ, ಸತ್ಯೋಜಿರಾವ್, ಕೇಶವಮೂರ್ತಿ, ವಿಕ್ರಮ್ ರಾಜು ಇವರೆಲ್ಲ ಹೋಗಿ ಎಂ ಚಿನ್ನಸ್ವಾಮಿ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಕೇಳ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾರೆ, ನಾವು ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ರಣಜಿ ಟ್ರೋಫಿ ಗೆದ್ದಂಥ ತಂಡಕ್ಕೆ ಕಂಗ್ರ್ಯಾಚುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಅಭಿನಂದನೆ ಹೇಳಬೇಕು ಅಂತ. ಆಗ ಎಂ ಚಿನ್ನಸ್ವಾಮಿ ಅವರು ಸಲಹೆ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ, ನೀವೇ ಯಾಕೆ ಒಂದು ಸಂಘಟನೆಯನ್ನು ಮಾಡಬಾರ್ದು ಅಂತ. ಆ ಒಂದು ಸಲಹೆ ಮೇರೆಗೆ ಹುಟ್ಟಿದ್ದು ACUK. ಆ ACUK ಇವತ್ತು 5 ದಶಕಗಳ ಕಾಲ ತುಂಬ ಯಶಸ್ವಿಯಾಗಿ ತನ್ನ ಜರ್ನಿಯನ್ನು ಪೂರೈಸಿ ಈಗ ಮುನ್ನಡೆ ಇಡ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನು ನಾನು ಮತ್ತೊಮ್ಮೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಜೊತೆ ಹಂಚಿಕೊಳ್ಳಿಕ್ಕೆ ಇಷ್ಟಪಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇನೆ. ಫಾರ್ಚುನೇಟ್ಲಿ ಆಗ 1974ರಲ್ಲಿ ಹಿರಿಯ ಅಂಪೈರ್ ಆದಂಥ ಸತ್ಯೋಜಿ ರಾವ್ ಅವರು KC ಆಡಳಿತ ಮಂಡಳಿಯ ಸದಸ್ಯರು ಕೂಡ ಆದ್ದರಿಂದ KCA ಸಹಯೋಗದೊಂದಿಗೆ ಅನೇಕ ವರ್ಕ್ಶಾಪ್ಗಳನ್ನು ಕ್ರಿಕೆಟ್ ಅಂಪೈರ್ಸ್ಗಳಿಗಾಗಿ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯ ಆಯಿತು. ನಂತರ 1991ರಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರಥಮ ಬಾರಿಗೆ ಶಿವಮೊಗ್ಗ ಝೋನ್, ಒಂದು ಝೋನಲ್ ಲೆವೆಲ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂಡ ಅಂಪೈರಿಂಗ್ ಅಸೋಸಿಯೇಷನ್ 1991ರಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ನಾವು ಈ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಮರಿಸಬಹುದು. ಅನೇಕ ಸಮಾಜಮುಖಿ ಕಾರ್ಯಗಳನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ನಾವು ಕ್ರಿಕೆಟ್ಗೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ಸೀಮಿತ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಅಂಪೈರ್ಸ್ ಅಸೋಸಿಯೇಷನ್ ಇವತ್ತು ನಾವು ಅನೇಕ ಪ್ರತಿಭಾ ಪುರಸ್ಕಾರ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮಗಳನ್ನು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ, ರಕ್ತದಾನ ಶಿಬಿರವನ್ನು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೇವೆ, ಆನಂತರ ನೇತ್ರ ತಪಾಸಣಾ ಶಿಬಿರವನ್ನು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ, ವನ ಮಹೋತ್ಸವ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮವನ್ನು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ, ಎನ್ವೈರ್ನ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ರಿಲೇಟೆಡ್ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮ್ಸ್ಗಳನ್ನು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಕೋವಿಡ್ ಟೈಮ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಸದಸ್ಯರಿಗೆ ಕಿರು ಸಹಾಯಧನವನ್ನು ನೀಡುವಂಥ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಈ ರೀತಿ ಅನೇಕ ರಚನಾತ್ಮಕ ಕನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಟಿವಿಟೀಸ್ಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ACUK ತುಂಬ ಸಕ್ರಿಯವಾಗಿದೆ ಅನ್ನೋದು ನಮಗೆ ತುಂಬ ಹೆಮ್ಮೆಯ ಸಂಗತಿ. ಈಗ ನಮ್ಮ ಜಡ್ಜಸ್ ರೆಡಿಯಾಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ದಯವಿಟ್ಟು ಇಬ್ಬರು ನಿರ್ಣಾಯಕರು ಬರಬೇಕು ವೇದಿಕೆಗೆ. ಅವರಿಗೆ ಚಪ್ಪಾಳೆಯ ಮೂಲಕ ಸ್ವಾಗತಿಸೋಣ. ಅವರು ಈಗ ಈ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟೇಷನ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಅವರ ಅಭಿಪ್ರಾಯಗಳನ್ನ ತಿಳಿಸ್ತಾ ರಿಸಲ್ಟನ್ನು ಘೋಷಣೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ.
Thank you, sir. First of all, thank you very much to all the ACUK members. And like we initially requested, you all gave your ears, the space for our young family members to come and present. And basically, we had a wide variety of topics. Generally, whenever we talk about the evolution or story, that is always attached with nostalgia. So that always it makes us to makes our attention level go always high whenever we talk about the stories and evolution. And we also had the topics which were related to certain technology. We saw that the presenters also gave certain their own thought process about what they think about the technologies, what the cricket has accommodated, and what they think can be the process, the reasons or the ideas which can be implemented in going further. And we also, like we mentioned, we also had another topic on evolution. Again, evolution is always a nostalgia, and surprisingly we had one daring topic, and it was interesting enough that we, as both of us, we just felt that the topic was quite challenging, and we also felt there was a way in which the flow was there. We all of us were connecting it right from the first slide where the call from Murali sir is, we all know whenever call comes from Murali sir what happens. So we start preparing because Murali sir never asks us whether you are available. He asks us Sunday match ide ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. So it goes in that way, and we know that. That kind of a topic is always challenging one. What we judge the topics, we judge the topics based on, first is the content, definitely the content. Second is the presentation, how the whole presentation flow happened. Combining this together has it created an impact? Because obviously some way the content is good, some way the presentation is good. Ultimately the combination of the two will make it a better impact. So impact focus was there, and with that Keshav is going to announce the winners.
Sure. Thank you, Manu. In fact, it is really heartening to see the umpires who have graduated from 2024 batch were so confident on the on the dais and were able to put forth their views. It was really good to see those all five umpires did a great job. A round of applause to all of them. Right, it was a close contest, to be frank. In fact, everyone did well, but we had to choose two. The first, okay, let's start with the second one. So as Manu said, it was an interesting topic. It is Mr. Sharath, who did a fantastic job. The presentation was excellent, to be frank. The content itself was too good. I can make out that he had put in a lot of effort to prepare that presentation. So I would like to have Sharath on. Nice. Well done, Sharath. Okay. And the first place goes to Vishnu Chaitanya. He had a fantastic topic of no ball. I can see that he had made a good amount of analysis. Okay, sorry. Well done, Chaitanya. Wishing all of the new batch umpires a very good look for the future. Thank you. Thanks for giving us an opportunity to judge this event. Thank you.
ಶ್ರೀಯುತ ಕೇಶವ್ ಕೊಳ್ಳೆ ಹಾಗೂ ಮನು ಪಾಷಾ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು. ಈ ಒಂದು ಸೆಷನನ್ನು ತುಂಬ ಮೀನಿಂಗ್ಫುಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಅರ್ಥಪೂರ್ಣವಾಗಿ ನಡೆಸ್ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅವರಿಗೆ ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳನ್ನು ತಿಳಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇವೆ. ಈಗ ಫೆಲಿಸಿಟೇಷನ್ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮ ಮುಂದುವರಿತಾ ಇದೆ. ACUK ಪರವಾಗಿ ಸೇವೆ ಸಲ್ಲಿಸಿದಂಥ ಗಣ್ಯ ಮಾನ್ಯರಿಗೆ ಗೌರವವನ್ನು ಸಲ್ಲಿಸುವಂಥ ಒಂದು ಸಂದರ್ಭ ಇದು. ಇದನ್ನು ಸರ್ ಮುಂದೆ.
Gentlemen, we didn't want to continuously have the felicitation because we thought it was going to be boring. So we thought we will stop somewhere and then let's continue. Am I not audible? I think people there are saying it is not audible. Now is it audible? Is it audible? Yes. Audible for all of you? Okay. I did call some of the names, but we were unfortunate not to have them here. I would once again call them on to the dais. Mr. Setu Madhur Rao, Mr. Chandar Kulkarni, Mr. N.S. Satish, Mr. Satyanarayana, Mr. A. Anand, and Vishwas Kale. Do we have Satyanarayana here, please? I request the President and the Secretary. Yoga to Mithun. The last of the mementos here, I would request them to press that. Thank you so much. Cheers.
ಅದೇ ಸ್ಪಾನ್ಸರ್ಸ್.
Can we run the entire moment? Thank you so much. One of the sponsors we have here, Mr. Ajit, I would like to call him onto the stage. Mr. Ajit, I would like the chairman of the organizing committee, Mr. Vivekananda Kini, who is very busy on his mobile, I think, to kindly come over here and felicitate Mr. Ajit, one of the sponsors. We have got a message from Mr. Suresh from Mysore. I would like to read it because he wants me to read this message to all of you. Warmest congratulations to the Association of Cricket Umpires Karnataka on the Golden Jubilee. This milestone is a testament to the dedications and hard work of stalwarts who have tirelessly contributed to the association's growth. I extend my heartfelt congratulations to the office bearers, fellow umpires and scorers. I am honored to be part of this community and to look forward the ACUK from Mysore in every way possible. Wishing the association continued success and good luck for the future. M.R. Suresh, Mysore. Gentlemen, from morning we have been having a strict program of calling keynote addresses, calling panelists, calling the demonstrators. Now it's our time. From amongst the audience, we would request any one of you to kindly come and share your experience as an umpire for the past 50 years, whatever we have been doing. How did you feel as an umpire? How did you approach a cricket match? Anyone can kindly come up here and do the honors. Mr. N.S. Satish would be the first candidate. Thank you, Mr. N.S. Please come over here. 2 minutes time.
Okay. ಓಂ ಶ್ರೀ ಗುರುಭ್ಯೋ ನಮಃ. ACUK ಇಂದ ನನ್ನ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿತ್ವ ಬೆಳೆದಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಕ್ಕೆ ತುಂಬ ಸಂತೋಷ ಪಡ್ತೀನಿ. ACUK ನನ್ನ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿತ್ವ ವಿಕಸನ, ನನ್ನ ನಡವಳಿಕೆ, ನನ್ನ ತಿಳುವಳಿಕೆ, ನನ್ನ ಗ್ರಹಿಕೆ ಎಲ್ಲವೂ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದೆ. ನಾನು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರೋದು ತುಂಬ ಕ್ಷೀಣ, ನಾನು ಪಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿರೋದು ತುಂಬ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ. ಈಗ ಇಂಗ್ಲೀಷಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ನಿಮ್ಮಗಳ ಅನುಮತಿಯಿಂದ. ACUK in my view stands for always caring for umpires in Karnataka. And ACUK is a continuous learning, we make a lot of mistakes. Sorry, I have made a lot of mistakes. And all the time, ACUK has always been in the back of my side and supported. Don't further goof it up. Enough is enough. And for this, I am ever eternally thankful and grateful to ACUK. And ACUK, and I request all my next generation to please take interest and see that we all be part of this great fraternity and try to see that we promote and propagate and make it prosper for years and decades to come. And my experience with ACUK, I have learned a lot of umpiring skills, umpiring, managing things, and workshops which were conducted right from Satyaji Rao to all the greats. I don't think so, I don't even qualify to spell their name, but I'm lucky to be under the shadow of their learning and guidance and ever accommodating and accomplishing through their guidance and their backup anytime, every time, all the time, on the time. Thank you.
Satish, anyone else amongst the audience? Shall we have some from the zonal forms, your experiences? Anybody else could kindly? Yes, sir. I'll give you the mic there. You can talk from there.
ನಾನು ಅಂಪೈರಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದು ನನ್ನ ಸಹಪಾಠಿ ಕವಲೆ ಅವರಿಂದ, ಸುಂದರರಾಜರಾವ್ ಕವಲೆ. ಅವರು ನನಗೆ ಕ್ರಿಕೆಟ್ ಹುಚ್ಚಿಡಿಸ್ತಾರೆ. ಅವರು ಕ್ರಿಕೆಟು ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾಯಿದ್ದೆ, ಸಾಯಂಕಾಲ ಹೊತ್ತು ಅಥವಾ 4 ಗಂಟೆಗೆ ಮನೆಗೆ ಬಂದುಬಿಡೋರು. ಅಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಬ್ಯಾಂಗ್ಳೂರು ಕ್ರಿಕೆಟ್ ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸಿಗೆ ಕರ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗೋರು. ಬ್ಯಾಂಗ್ಳೂರು ಕ್ರಿಕೆಟ್ ಅವಾಗ ಸಂಜೆ ಇಟ್ಟಾಗ ಹಳ್ಳದಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾಯಿದ್ರು. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕರ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗೋರು. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ದೂರದಿಂದ ನೋಡು ಇವರು KRS ಪ್ರಸಾದ್, ಇವರು KR ರಾಜಗೋಪಾಲ್, ಇವರು ಕಸ್ತೂರಿರಂಗನ್ ಅಂತೆಲ್ಲ ಪರಿಚಯ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ರು. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಒಂದು ಅಕೇಶನ್ನು, ದಟ್ ವಾಸ್ ದಿ 1968 ಇಂಡಿಯಾ ಸೌತ್ ಆಸ್ಟ್ರೇಲಿಯಾ ಮ್ಯಾಚು. ನನಗೆ ಪ್ರೆಸ್ ಬಾಕ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಕೋರ್ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕೆ ಅವಕಾಶ ಕೊಟ್ಟರು. ಸ್ಕೋರಿಂಗ್ ಮುಂಚೆ ಅಂಪೈರಿಂಗ್ ಕಲಿಸೋರು ಅವರು, ಸ್ಕೋರಿಂಗ್ಗಳು ಅವರು ಕಲಿಸ್ಕೊಟ್ರು. ಆ ಮ್ಯಾಚು ಯಾರೂ ಮರೆಯೋ ಹಾಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಯಾತಕ್ಕೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಬಿಲ್ ಲಾರಿ, ಅದು ಫೈನಲ್ ಡೇ, ದ ಫೇಡಿಂಗ್ ಲೈಟ್, ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಪ್ಯಾಡಿಂಗ್, ಹಳಬರಿಗೆಲ್ಲ ಗೊತ್ತು ಆ ಮ್ಯಾಚ್ ಸೆಂಟ್ರಲ್ ಕಾಲೇಜಲ್ಲಿ. ಆ ಮ್ಯಾಚ್ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಸ್ಕೋರಿಂಗು. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಅಂಪೈರಿಂಗ್ ನಾನು ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದು BRV ನಾಡಿ ಜೊತೆ ಸೆಂಟ್ ಜೋಸೆಫ್ಸ್ ಹಾಸ್ಟೆಲ್ ಗ್ರೌಂಡಲ್ಲಿ. ನಾನು ಬೆಂಗಳೂರಿಂದ 60 ಜನ ಅಂಪೈರಿಂಗ್ ಪರೀಕ್ಷೆ ಕಟ್ಟಿದ್ರು. ಆ ಪರೀಕ್ಷೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ಒಬ್ಬನೇ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಅಟೆಂಪ್ಟಲ್ಲಿ ಪಾಸಾಗಿದ್ದು. ದಟ್ ಗ್ರೇಟ್ ಐ ಹ್ಯಾವ್. ನಾನು ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಟಿಸ್ಟಿಕ್ಸ್ ಡೈವರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದು ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಅಕೇಶನಲ್ಲಿ. ರಘುನಾಥ್ ನನ್ನ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಸಹಪಾಠಿ, ರಘುನಾಥ್ ಬೀರಾಲ, ನನ್ನ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ಮೇಟು. ಅವನು ಪ್ರಸನ್ನ ಸಿಂಹರಾವ್ ಒಂದಿನ ಮ್ಯಾಚ್ ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸ್ ಮುಗಿಸ್ಕೊಂಡು ಅವ್ರ ಮನೆಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ತಾಯಿದ್ರು ಮೋಟ್ರ್ ಬೈಕಲ್ಲಿ. ನಾನು ಸರ್ಜಾಪುರ ಬ್ಯಾಂಕಲ್ಲಿ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡ್ತಾಯಿದ್ದೆ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಡೇ ಒಂದು ಫ್ರೈಡೇ ಈವ್ನಿಂಗು ನಾನು ಲೆವೆಲೇ ರೋಡಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗ್ತಾಯಿದ್ದೆ. ಆವಾಗ ರಘುನಾಥ್ ಕರೆದು, ಗೋಪಾಲಿ ನೀನು ಎಷ್ಟು ನಾನೆಷ್ಟು ನೋಡಿದೆ ನಮ್ಮ ರಂಜಿ ಟ್ರೋಫಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳ್ದ. ಆಗಿದ್ದ ಕಾರಣ ನಾವೆಲ್ಲ ಹುಡುಗರಾಗಿದ್ರು ಬಾಮ್ಮ ಹೋಗಮ್ಮ ಅಂತಲೇ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದು. ಈವನ್ ಟುಡೇ ನಮ್ಮ ಬ್ಯಾಚುಲರೆಲ್ಲ ಹೋಗಮ್ಮ ಬಾಮ್ಮ ಅಂತಲೇ ಮಾತಾಡೋದಮ್ಮ ಕರೆಯೋದು. ಅಷ್ಟು ವಿಶ್ವಾಸ ಆಯಿತು ನನ್ನ ಮೇಲೆ. ನಾನು ಹೇಳಿದೆ, ನಂಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲಮ್ಮ, ನಾನು ಬರೀ ಸ್ಕೋರಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾಯಿದ್ದೀನಿ ಅಂತ. ಒಂಥರ ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ದ, ಇಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋ ಮುಂದೆ ಉಪಯೋಗ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಗೋಪಾಲಿ ಅಂತ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ನಾನು ಅದರ ಮೇಲೆ BS ಚಂದ್ರಶೇಖರ್ ಮನೆಗೆ ಹೋದೆ. ಅವ್ರ ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಸುಬ್ರಹ್ಮಣ್ಯ ಚಂದ್ರಶೇಖರ್ ಫಾದರು ಅವರು ಇಂಡಿಯನ್ ಕ್ರಿಕೆಟ್ ಜರ್ನಲ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಇಟ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ರು. ಇಂಡಿಯನ್ ಕ್ರಿಕೆಟ್ ಅಂತ ಒಂದು ಹಿಂದೂ ಪಬ್ಲಿಕೇಶನ್ ಬರೋದು. ಅವೆಲ್ಲ ಅದರಿಂದ ನಾನು ಆ ಪುಸ್ತಕನ ತಂದು ಮನೆಗೆ ಬಂದು ಅದರಿಂದ ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಟಿಸ್ಟಿಕ್ಸ್ ಶುರು ಮಾಡಿದೆ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಇವಾಗ ಆಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಟುಡೇ ಐ ಆಮ್ ದ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಟಿಸ್ಟಿಷಿಯನ್, ಐ ಆಮ್ ಒನ್ ಆಫ್ ದ 2 ಕ್ರಿಕೆಟ್ ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಟಿಸ್ಟಿಷಿಯನ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಕಂಟ್ರಿ ಟು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ 50 years in the field and done 100 plus international matches. 100ಕ್ಕಿಂತ 38 ಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ಮ್ಯಾಚು, 61 ಒನ್ ಡೇ ಇಂಟರ್ನ್ಯಾಷನಲು, 6 T20I, ಒಟ್ಟು 105 ಮ್ಯಾಚು ಮತ್ತು 57ನೇ ವರ್ಷ. ಈ ಡಿಸೆಂಬರ್ 20ಗೆ 57 ವರ್ಷ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ನನಗೆ ಫೀಲ್ಡಲ್ಲಿರೋದು. ನನಗೆ ರಾಜ್ಯೋತ್ಸವ ಅವಾರ್ಡ್ ಬಂದಿದೆ 2010ನಲ್ಲಿ. ನಾನು ಮತ್ತು ಸತ್ಯಾಜಿ ಬೇರೆ ಈ ACUK ಫ್ರೆಟರ್ನಿಟಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ರಾಜ್ಯೋತ್ಸವ ಅವಾರ್ಡ್ ತೊಗೊಂಡಿರೋರು. ಸತ್ಯಾಜಿ ಫಾರ್ ಅಂಪೈರಿಂಗ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಮೈಸೆಲ್ಫ್ ಫಾರ್ ಕ್ರಿಕೆಟರ್ಸ್. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ವೆರಿ ಮಚ್. Umpiring has given me a lot of opportunity to take up scoring and also statistics. I was the first person to cross the field as a scorer in 1972 after the toss was over. December 1st, 1972 was the first match played at KSA. After toss, I was the first person to cross the pavilion to the scoreboard with my scorebook. Vikram Raju ಗೊತ್ತಿರಬಹುದು. Thank you very much. ACUK. I always revere ACUK. Thank you.
I would like to call upon our Joint Secretary, Mr. Shaved K. Tarapur, to kindly come out to the dais and then give his address. But before he comes over here, I've got a message from our fraternity, Mr. V.N. Kulkarni, watching the function on YouTube, excellently being conducted. Congratulations.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am a bit, taken aback, and I would like to make this as short as possible because there are many seniors who have gone by to take names who have been mentors of us, all of us sitting here, many of us, late Satyaji Rao, Narsimhan, B.R. Keshamurthy, Vikram Raju, and maybe some of the other people who really helped in sort of the founders of Association of Cricket Umpires Karnataka. So at the beginning I request this august body to please give them a big hand. We have come a long way, and when I say we, because I'm also just a member of the ACUK, may have had the privilege of being a president for a couple of years. As I said, it's been a long journey. I can talk personally. Everyone will have their own views, but my views are, and I think I put it up on the comment board also as soon as I came in. ACUK, but for ACUK, probably I may not have reached where I reached. I must give great thanks to the earlier office bearers, committee members, and all the people who have come up till now and who will take this august organization to greater heights in times to come. Because just sitting and watching today, I was just remembering the days when we as a committee worked. We didn't have the real help of AI, technical stuff, laptops, or anything. We all used to write even from the monthly meeting notices. I remember that many of us in the committee used to sit and write by hand and sort of, in those days, deliver it by post, and then came the courier, etc. Now today, everything is done technically by mail. Anyway, things have moved on, and just like that, ACUK has moved on. In fact, when I was an office bearer, I also grew along, climbed the ladder from an ordinary committee member, and then headed this august organization or this association. A lot of people helped us, a lot of people mentored us, the right, the wrong. If we went in sort of deviating on a path that was not accepted to our seniors, I think they told us And I'm sure in days to come, the people now who are running the association and who will run the association, I request them to always keep in close touch with people who have had this experience and really brought us to what we are today, 50 years plus. As I said, I'll make it short. I thank every member here today, the past committees, the present committee, and the committees to come in the next couple of years and the future. I'm sure I may not be around here when we celebrate the centenary. Okay, so I'm sure it's now for the younger lot to probably know. I don't want to come to that stage, Murli. I don't want to come on a walking stick. Anyway, so, and before I conclude, thank you, Srinivas Murthy. So, and before I conclude, I would definitely like to say a word about KSA also, Karnataka State Cricket Association, who have also helped ACUK in every which way they can. They've, right from probably 50 years, we've always used the facilities of KSA for our monthly meetings, our functions like this, and so on and so on. Coming to the staff of KSA, people who have worked on ACUK committees, they will know how much help that ACUK in functions like this, or even simple things like a monthly meeting, how much ACUK has taken the help of KSA office staff. Let them be anybody. I think they deserve a hand too. I'm not saying this because at the moment I'm a Joint Secretary of KSA, not at all. Please don't take this statement, don't misconstrue this statement. But I think we'll be failing as members of ACUK if we do not thank them. I give a big thanks personally on behalf of ACUK. Thank you, gentlemen, and all the best.
Worked closely with Shavir for past 4 years, this is his third year, and definitely he needs standing ovation. And he'll be with us, if not for centenary, most of us will be for the Platinum Jubilee, that's for sure. Thanks, Shavir.
The day, you made the day for all of us. It was more of an emotional speech than anything that you could just, normally that you say no to everything. But today, it was more of a very emotional touch. I think you touched each and every one, every member here. I mean, we bow to you, Mr. Shavir. Going on, we have some messages which will be on the screen. I would like all of you to just kindly go through it. There are certain messages on the board. Please go through that. Thank you.
Association of Cricket Umpires, Karnataka. Association of Cricket Umpires, Karnataka, one of the finest and the pioneers to form such an association. All the best to them on completion of 50 years and wishing them all the best in the future. Thanks.
50th year of a Golden Jubilee celebration, the Association of Karnataka, ACUK, one of the largest umpiring fraternity in the world. It's proud to all of us here in the state of Karnataka, and also globally, where our umpires are aspiring umpires who are already in the BCCL level and also in the global level. And we're proud that I, as the president of this prestigious association, are celebrating the 50th year. Only three things are there in this. One is the passion, the zeal, and the commitment. These three is required for any umpire to win his art after the end of the game. That's what our motto is. Commitment, zeal, and the, what do you say? That's all I can say. Thank you.
ನನಗೆ ಇವತ್ತು ಭಾಳ ಒಂದು ಸಂತೋಷ ಸಮಯ ಆಗ್ತಾಯಿದೆ. ಯಾಕಪ್ಪ ಅಂದರೆ ನಮ್ಮ ACUK ಇವತ್ತು ನಾವು ನಾಡದ್ದು ಗೋಲ್ಡನ್ ಜೂಬ್ಲಿ ಆಚರಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. ನಾನು ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಮೆಂಬರ್ ಆಗಿ ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಇವಾಗ 34 ವರ್ಷ ಆಗೋಗ್ತಿದೆ. ನಾನು 99ರಲ್ಲಿ ಸಿಲ್ವರ್ ಜೂಬ್ಲಿ ಆದಾಗ ಕೂಡ ಇದ್ದೆ. ಇವತ್ತು ನಾಡದ್ದು ಏನು 2024 ಆಗಬೇಕಾಯ್ತು 25ರಲ್ಲಿ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಅದು ಕೂಡ ನಾನು ಗೋಲ್ಡನ್ ಜೂಬ್ಲಿಲಿ ಒಂದು ಆರ್ಗನೈಸಿಂಗ್ ಕಮಿಟಿ ಇದೆ. ನಂಗೆ ಭಾಳ ಸಂತೋಷ ಆಗ್ತಾಯಿದೆ. ಯಾಕೆಂದರೆ ನಾನು ACUKಯಿಂದ ಭಾಳ ಕಲ್ತ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಜನ ಅನ್ಬೋದು ಏನು ಕಲ್ತೇನೆ ACUKಯಿಂದ, ನೀನೇನು ACUK ಕೊಡುಗೆ ಕೊಡ್ತೀರಾ ಅಂತ ನಾನು ಕೇಳಕ್ಕೆ ಇಷ್ಟಪಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಯಾಕೆಂದರೆ ನಾನು ACUK ಬರಲಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದರೆ ನಮ್ಮನ್ನು ಯಾರೂ ರೆಕಗ್ನೈಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಇವತ್ತು ACUKಯಿಂದನೇ ನಾವೆಲ್ಲ ಇಲ್ಲಿರೋದು. ಅದನ್ನು ನಾವು ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡು ಎಲ್ಲ ಸದಸ್ಯರು ACUKಗೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಕೈಯಿಂದ ಏನು ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕಾಗದ ಅದನ್ನು ಮಾಡಿ ಅಂತ ಈ ಒಂದು ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ಹೇಳಕ್ಕೆ ಇಷ್ಟಪಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಯಾಕೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಗೋಲ್ಡನ್ ಜೂಬ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಬರಲ್ಲ. ಇನ್ನು ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ 75 ವರ್ಷ ಆದಮೇಲೆ ಯಾರು ಇರ್ತೀವೋ ಯಾರು ಇರೋಲ್ಲ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ.
It's a proud feeling to be a member of the largest umpires association in the world. Hats off ACUK.
Thank you, Mithun, for finally coordinating the videos. Before we break off for tea, coffee, we would like to request you to come back again. After this, it's all your day. We're going to open a raffle ticket, lucky dip coupons. We have around 35 prizes to be given off. If each one of you will be called here to pick those tickets, the lucky ones will be getting those. The list of that will be read out when we assemble here again. After that, we have a fantastic video done especially by Rahul and his team of youngsters. Resource all the photos and the videos come out too good in memory of this 50th year. After that, we're going to have individual talents. Each one of you can come here and show your talents. It's your day, gentlemen. It's a Golden Jubilee celebration. Don't ever miss it. Enjoy it completely until the last. Have your dinner and then go home. I request Mithun to announce whatever he wanted to tell. Please, Mithun.
Hello. Thank you, sir. We will have the raffle ticket that you can buy at the registration desk with Rahul Raj, and each ticket costs 500 rupees. So you can see this, there is a counterfoil and your name, your number will be written. And once the next event in the evening starts, we will have the lucky dip. And we have almost 30 equipments of players starting from India, Karnataka, who have given as part of the 50th year celebration, which we will be giving as prizes, naming starting from signed jerseys, autographed ball, miniature bats, hats, thigh guards, gloves, kit bag, helmet, including the IPL helmet from Mumbai Indians, and the bumper prize will be a grand English willow bat. So feel free, you can reach out to the treasurer at the registration desk, and please collect the tickets if you're interested. Thank you, and we are open for high tea.
ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು.